Yo guys, what is up? It's your boy Jay Johnny back with another video. Hey, Pokemon Legends Arceus. I love Sinnoh. You love Sinnoh. But now we get Sinnoh lore. Kinda, in a way. So, we had the announcement that we're going to be getting a new Pokemon game, and it was Pokemon Diamond and Pearl. Shortly afterwards, we rolled over into the Pokemon Legends Arceus trailer. But what do I want from Legends Arceus? Arceus. I'm gonna pronounce it every single way solely to annoy the fanboys. All right. So to start off, one of the biggest things I want is lore. I mean, obviously, this isn't a main series game in the traditional sense. This is a main series game in the sense of, we're doing this for lore. I just edited myself like live, but. This main series game is solely made with the intent of giving us more lore, more information in the main series game. So that's what this game is all gonna be about. That's the entire purpose of this game. So obviously it's gonna be based around Arceus. It's obvious that this is going to be based around Arceus. However, a couple of questions that I'm really hoping to see answered inside of this game are, did Mew come first or did Arceus come first? That kind of thing. Those kinds of questions would be awesome to finally have answered. Another thing that I would like to see is just how does Arceus and other legendary Pokemon relate to one another? Obviously, we know about the creation trio being created. However, there is that fan theory going around that Eternatus is actually one of Arceus' hands used to create the world. So I would like to see if there's any correlation between Eternatus and Arceus. That'd be really nice to see. Another thing that I would like to see is, maybe the documents that the created that allowed for the. I mean, because so far, from what we're able to understand, this game is only 150 years before the present. So it's not too much. That's from what we're able to tell from announcements, like stuff like that. It's looking like it's only about 150 years or so before the present day Sinnoh. Meaning that there isn't really much time for Legends to have developed in that time period. This is all going to be post-Legends creation. This is most likely going to go more in depth into documentations that were probably lost throughout history. Maybe a war here, two or there. Obviously, this isn't going to have any chance of correlating into AZ if it is only 150 years. So I want to see just how Arceus' lore could have changed in that 150 years. Did we lose more documentation on Arceus? Was more created in that time period? Did we have more information? Were there runes that were destroyed? Because we have seen runes inside the trailers. I have this up here because I love Bidoof. I'm sorry, I love Bidoof. But another thing I'd like to see is Urshifu is said to have migrated to other regions. But how far long ago did Urshifu migrate? Did it migrate, 20 years? Did it migrate 100 plus years ago? When did it migrate? And if it did it migrate over to Sinnoh? And if so, did it do it in that 150 time years, or did it do it before that? Like, did it do 200 years ago, and we're going to be able to see Urshifu and get more Urshifu lore? Because we didn't get Urshifu lore whatsoever. Another thing I'd like to see is correlations between the main series, like the main series game, DP remakes, and Diamond and Legends Arceus. Did our main character, whenever Cyrus, goes whenever Cyrus goes into the distortion world, does he somehow, affect the past in any way? I would like to see, we see the symbol right here that shows a similar looking thing to Team Galactic. Is Team Galactic's symbol based off of some ancient organization from Sinnoh kind of thing? Like it's like the Assassin's Creeds, like the Assassin's Creed organizations. It's like, is it similar to that, or is this completely different altogether and it's just a coincidence? Pokemon doesn't do coincidences, so I don't think that's a coincidence. But that's besides the point. Another thing I'd like to know is migrational habits. Pokemon may have migrated over to Sinnoh within 150 years, and they may have, or migrated away from Sinnoh. So what Pokemon are going to be in Sinnoh that didn't exist, or didn't exist in the main series games? Are we going to see let's see. Are we gonna see Unovan Pokemon in Sinnoh? Like, is there gonna be Volcaronas in Sinnoh? Like what Pokemon came from another region to Sinnoh and vice versa. Um, Another thing I want to see is we know Porygon, Magnemite, Porygon for sure. Voltorb and Electrode, I think, also came after the Pokeball was created. I believe they were modeled after a Pokeball. So how exactly are they going to correlate? Because if I remember correctly, wasn't Porygon Z in Sinnoh? I might be misremembering this. I could be misremembering this, but I think Porygon was in Sinnoh. I might be wrong though. Obviously, those can't exist in this 150-year time period. They were modern creations. Type Null, Savali, they also can't exist, obviously. You run into Genesect. Genesect wouldn't have been resurrected. We wouldn't have the technology to resurrect fossil Pokemon. So are we just not going to have the ability to get, Rampardos and Bastiodon? Are those just Pokemon that are restricted out of the Pokedex? Because if so, that's going to be a problem. Or are we going to have like specific regions dedicated to getting those fossil Pokemon inside the region? So, for example, are we going to be able to go underground, for example, and run into groups of Bastiodon or Rampardos? Or are they just extinct and that's just a part of the Pokedex we have the inability to fill in? Or we're going to have to find like ancient runes to find them? That's going to be something that I'm looking forward to seeing, because there's so much in this game that they have the potential for. It's like people are talking about this is a Breath of the Wild of Pokemon. This isn't the Breath of the Wild of Pokemon. This is not Breath of the Wild of Pokemon. This is the Skyrim of Pokemon. Being in the matter that it adds more lore to the franchise, and it's less about the game itself. This is going to be no, that's still probably not an accurate representation of what this game is. It's more like the Kingdom Hearts spin-off games. It's just there to add more to the story, not so much about the game itself. The game is going to be sick. The game is going to be insane. I mean, coming from a Pokemon player, near and dear to his heart, I'm going to play Pokemon Unite competitively. I mean, like everything about Pokemon, with the exception of Pokemon Go, I am obsessed with. I quite literally, it is my second or third favorite franchise, video game franchise of all time, and my single favorite franchise of all time. The closest you're probably going to get to anywhere near me loving Pokemon is going to be Yu-Gi-Oh! And I love Pokemon a lot more than I love Yu-Gi-Oh! So, but no, it's like, this game is going to be insane. Like, that's not even me, rose-colored glasses. This game is actually shaping up to be probably one of the most amazing things that Pokemon has ever done. I might eat my words here. I might be eating my words here, come March or April next year when they release the game. I'm probably going to eat my words. But at the same time, I really don't think it's going to be a situation like that. I very, very much believe that these games are actually going to be amazing. We have the survival mechanics. We've seen the survival mechanics in snapshots, screenshots. We've seen you need to eat. We've seen, I think we saw warmth meters too. I might be wrong on that, but I think we saw warmth meters. These games are shaping up to be probably a Breath of the Wild level. I'm gonna eat my words here. A Breath of the Wild level game. Like this. All they have to do is not screw this up, and I don't see them screwing this up, to be honest. Unless this game comes out and it bugs out like Skyrim, like Bethesda level bugs, if it like comes out Bethesda level bugged, yeah, I 100% see these games failing. But I don't think that's the case. Pokemon doesn't tend to do that, and when they do that, where it's like they're game breaking, they tend to try to patch them out within the first few days, maybe a week or two later. They don't tend to like let it sit there bugged for the most part. Sword and Shield kinda an exception, but then again, that was more of a memory. Yeah, whatever. I definitely see. For other hopes I want from this game, obviously I just said lore. The mechanics wise, I would love to see the evolution into what we would know as a TM or secret technique. Teaching your Pokemon certain moves or conditions to be able to use the move rocks to cut down giant trees. The evolution of this. We saw a boss battle We did not in the official trailer. We did, but we did get a in the leak that happened right before the official trailer. We did see a boss battle Pokemon, and I would like to see that kind of built upon. We already know the game is going to be single player, so we can't have multiplayer. But I would like to see, maybe updates to the game with those boss battles. For example, it's looking like that boss battle might actually be a new Pokemon altogether, and if that's the case, maybe get an update, into the game. I don't think they're gonna do this. To be clear, I don't think we're gonna get updates into this game. I don't think they're gonna update, any additional thing to the game. I might be wrong, but I'm like 98% sure we're not getting any updates to the game, to add content in. There's going to be no DLC. There's going to be no downloaded updates. There's going to be no, patches that added more content to the game. I don't see them doing that. Pokemon does not do that. The only exception being the Sword and Shield DLC. I don't see them doing that. Starting to do that here. But I mean, there's so much that we can see in these games just from the base level of it. I can tell you right now, these games are going to be insane. I don't know what to add to this wish list. It's like maybe more Pokemon following you than just one. I don't think they're going to do that. We know there's no PC system, so I don't know how they're going to go about your storage system. There's really nothing that I can say at this point. Maybe Darkrai and Cresselia lore. That'd be nice. That'd be cool. I would love to see other legendaries making a debut too. Maybe we can get some lore with Groudon and Kyogre relating to Arceus. See if there's any correlation between them. Maybe seeing if a Ho-Oh or Lugia are any way related to Arceus, like as a right-hand man per se. That would be pretty nice too. Just seeing the relation to Arceus about other legendary or / mythical Pokemon. That'd be pretty cool. There's just so much that we can add to this, and I'm going to be doing a video after the game drops, after I've talked to every NPC, after I beat the games. I'm going to be going back and redoing a video similar to this to see what my wishes came true. So if you guys are excited for that, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, or leave a subscribe. If you guys like the video, and comment that I suck because I screwed that up. That being said though, guys, I'll be seeing you guys later in another Pokemon video. Deuces.